early access provided by EA Firemonkeys, presented by EA Creator Network. In this video I'm going to take you on a tour of the Peninsula of Poseidon house template you unlock if you manage to complete the Peninsula of Poseidon Craft Challenge, which will begin on the 31st of July 2025. This house can be found under the Driveway Homes tab on a premium residence only. So let's take a look, but first, if you purchase games through the EA app or EA.com, you can apply my creator code, thegirlwhogames, and I will receive a percentage of the sale value at no extra cost to you. So the first thing you may notice about this house template is it's got its own unique landscape around the outside. It looks like it's on its own little island, which I really love. You can't access any of the areas outside of the grid, so anything around the outside, like these stairs leading up to the building at the back or down to the boat, you can't actually access any of that. First time I saw this, it reminded me of the location in Mamma Mia. That was on an island, lots of beautiful white sandy beaches around it, and there were lots of steps leading up to the church. Under the blue arbour at the front there's also this space for your vehicles, so there's a moped under there, which is one of the prizes for completing this event. Check out my craft challenges video for more information on all the prizes available. So from the outside it's difficult to tell what it's meant to be. There are lots of like seating areas, so maybe it's a cafe or a restaurant. Other bits make it look like it might be a house with the clothesline on the roof. So let's take a look inside. So at the front here we have lots of seating areas. We've got a little gated off area which leads into what looks like a museum. There's one statue of a horse in the middle of the room and a painting behind it. A bit random really. Upstairs we have stairs that lead to a mezzanine area above this horse statue, and then there's a balcony at the front and a room with a bookcase in it. I'm not really sure what the point of this area is really. And if we go further along the balcony, there's some seating areas, there's a sign for a coffee shop, and then there is a little coffee shop further along the balcony. It's a bit strange. Let's head back downstairs and see what's going on down here. So if we go back to the part where the seating is outside, we have what looks like a kitchen. We've got the pass-throughs from this event on the outside of where the kitchen area is. So I feel like that could be a restaurant. Behind that we have a room with clothes racks and jewellery cabinets, so that looks like that could be a shop. Maybe that's meant to be like a souvenir shop when you go on holiday. So above where the restaurant and the shop is where the coffee shop is. We've already seen this. But I suppose if you're on an island and you're on holiday, then you really do need to have everything in one place. I'm just not really sure we need a museum here as well. So at the back of the building we have a little gated area here with a door. So let's head through here. And it leads into a stairwell. On the left hand side we have a bedroom. This definitely looks like it would be a hotel room. There's a bedroom, there's a divider, and there's some seats on the other side of where the bed is, and then at the end of the bit where the divider is we have a bathroom. Then if we go to the right hand side we have a door frame with a reception area. There's a public toilet here, there's some cubicles and a sink, and the door leads out to where the little shop is that we saw before. There's even a sign hanging from the roof, so we know that it's a public space. Next to that is what looks like a plant shop. Not sure you need a plant shop on holiday, do you? I've never been on holiday and brought a plant. can't really bring those back home. But yeah, anyway, random. And then there's another little separate building which looks like a winery. So this is probably where they go for their evening wine tasting. You can even buy some. There's a reception desk in here as well. That makes more sense to me than having a plant shop at a hotel. So if we head back to the back of the house where the front of the hotel is and go up the stairs, there's another hotel room up here. The first room is a little sitting area, living room with a TV and sofa in it. Then they've got a separate bedroom, big king size bed, chest of drawers, and then they've got a bathroom, and there's even a shower room. So they can get to this two ways. They can get to it via the upstairs balcony area, or they can use the staircase that was inside. Above where the drink shop is below, the last part of the balcony has a seating area, so this is probably continuing on from where the cafe is. Then if we go up to the third floor, we have another balcony area, but this one looks like this is just for the people whose hotel room is on this third floor. So we've got sun lounges up here and seats. They've also got their own little balcony. They've got a bedroom and a very large bathroom. So if we head back down to the ground floor and go across, there is a separate building. This one has a little gated off area and a swimming pool. The first room is a living space and kitchen. There is a bedroom at the back of the building, and they have an ensuite. They also have a little outside sitting area, and the shower is also outside. There's lots of fences, so it's quite enclosed, so no one will be able to see into there. The bathroom just contains the sink and the toilet, and then the shower is in the outside area. By the pool they have a place to sit and also a pizza oven. And there's also a staircase leading up to the second floor. Up here is another bedroom. There's a computer desk in this one and a TV. There's also another balcony area with some sun lounges on it. This one feels more like a house than a hotel. And then on the top floor we have the bell tower, which is one of the prizes from this craft challenge, and we also have a clothesline. I'm not entirely sure whether this bit is part of the hotel. Maybe it's the house of the owner of the hotel. They live next door. But the rest of it definitely feels like a hotel and businesses to keep people busy while they're on this little island. I didn't show you the top of this one, so there's actually 4 floors in total. The top floor is just a balcony, but they've made it just look like a roof, so you can't access it. It was quite difficult taking a tour of this one. There seems to be quite a lot of random things, let's say. I'm not sure why you need the plant shop. Let's take a look at it from the side with all the walls down, just to make it a little bit easier to see where everything is. I know there's quite a lot to take in. But I do really love this as like a location. I personally would probably turn it into a house, make it into an island getaway. Or I would make it more into a less confused hotel. I'd definitely take out the museum. I don't think you need that. There's not enough of it to be a museum. There's just like one horse statue and a painting. hope that's made it clearer to see where everything is on this island. And that was my Peninsula of Poseidon house tour. Complete the craft challenge from the 31st of July to be able to unlock this house template. Thanks for watching. Bye!